happening is we're kind of messing things up, and I just had wanted only those particular ones done in the beginning, and I'm realizing that we're going to mess things up if we change stuff. So even though graphically it looks better to a graphic artist to have the smaller ones smaller, the bigger ones bigger, we're going to just look at this page here with the blue. For products, it doesn't have to be exactly like that. If the professional website that I showed you with Home Depot, let me just take time to show you that again. I showed you with Home Depot, you can see here that the products are pretty much the same size. When you look at them here, they're the same size. There's not one that's bigger than the other. They're all the same size. So we're going to look at a base cabinet here because the goal is not visual, something visual like you would see on a flyer. The goal is to show your product. So here it's 36 inches wide, 24 inches tall. The most important thing to them is the height, that the height is the same between the bottom and the top. That's the reason why we're making everything 640, because the height needs to be the same. The width or the smallness next to it is not as important, because you'll see here it's a 30-inch cabinet that's wide, and it's showing the side, so it can show that the sides are completely finished or unfinished. And then here is the 24-inch wide. They're all about the same height. We don't have larger to smaller. In fact, this one is even larger than the other ones. And the reason why is because what they're trying to do is they're trying to show the product. See, all these are about the same size where they're showing the product. So what we want to do is we want to just show the product. We don't want to show necessarily that one is smaller than the other. We want them to be to where they can easily see the product. I started changing this B42 right here. So if we look at, say, let's look at the, we were going to do gray. So let's look at the gray. So the gray probably isn't changed. All right, so down here you can see that the gray is too much smaller than the other products. We don't want to do that. We want it to be about the same size. These other ones seem to be fine to me. I don't think we need to change anything. I don't think we need to change the 24 inches. Let's just change those three that we talked about. And they're all 42, and I'm going to just send you the, I'm going to look at the greens. Yeah, we're changing these. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go back and we're going to do it. We're going to just do those three larger ones, and we're going to ignore these other ones for right now. I'm going to do the blue matte. You can see that these are all about the same size. It's not a big 21 and then everybody gets smaller. We're going to just leave them all the same, and then you can see I fixed the B42 so that they're large on the it looks just slightly smaller than the B39, but we're going to just leave it that way. We're not going to change everything. Yeah, let's not change everything. We're going to end up changing all of our products if we do. So all I want you to do is just replace those three images, and this is how we're going to change them. In fact, I'm just going to send you the changed ones because I want you to learn. My biggest base goal is for you to learn how to, I want you to learn how to replace the image. So here we have the gray, the red, and the blue. I've got them all selected. So I go here to the export as. Then what you can see is that there's different sizes here. Like this is an 803. You know, these are 1021s instead of 1020s. So that kind of makes a big difference sometimes, or a little bit of a difference. The width is our problem. Some of the other ones were, instead of being 1021, like it is here, they were 1020. But it's going to be fine. What we're going to do is we're going to do our height 640. So all of the heights are the same. Okay, and then what we're going to do is our width is 814. So that was what our problem was before. The problem was not the height, the problem was the width. So we're just going to make this just a little bit bigger. It's going to be 825. I'm just going to make it 825 by 825. So our goal is not to cut off the edges. We don't need a lot of padding around the picture. We just needed the edges because we don't want a lot of padding, because when we put it on the website, we want it to pop up. We want it to come clear. So what we're doing is I should have done all of these at one time. Let me just do these two. 640. And then I'm going to do them 825. Okay, so now we're going to, we have them all at 825. We're going to export them. Make sure that they exported them. Okay, great. And then I'm going to relabel this one. This is I'll get the correct name for this one right here. And then I'd like you to upload these 3 images and just only replace these 3 images, Lawrence. Don't replace anything else. Okay, thank you. Bye.